Hey everybody, it's Todd Robinson back with another video review, this time for the Switch Element 12 meter V6. Here it is. Really like the orange color, super bright in the sky, kind of easy to see out of your peripheral vision. This time we got pulleys, 6 total. I don't know exactly what they do, but I can tell you what they don't do, and that is they don't wrap around your kite, which is nice. And it also makes for really smooth turning and good stability, as far as I can tell. Haven't noticed any wear or anything yet on the kite, so on the pulleys. Then you have these custom tuning tips. Like always, I add a 3rd knot on mine at the very end just for a little more D-power. But canopies, super nice. The material feels newer and almost feels plasticky, if that makes any sense. But yeah, super sweet kite. And then you have these other tuning points up here. The furthest back one is the one that's probably the most surfy, and I'd say for skimboarding and also for foiling. And then if you're twin tipping, I'd move it to the front one closest to the middle of the kite, or just leave it right there on the factory setting. Mess around with them if you get a chance. Here's me setting up. I thought this would be pretty neat. Little fast motion. It's the way we always feel when we're setting our kites up, trying to get it done as fast as possible to get on the water. Here's a reason why I back rig. I know a lot of guys rig upwind. I always rig downwind. You saw how I just lifted up my outside lines, my turning lines. That's so I can make sure there's nothing tangled. You can do this when you back rig. Also, for the way that I self-launch, I don't hook in, and when I walk around, I keep tension on the front lines while I hold that left line up, the way I'm walking. And what that does is it makes it so I can't get the 2 front lines wrapped with the bridle and other stuff. Like if there's weeds or seaweed or seagrass or something on the beach. If that gets tangled up, if it's ever happened to you before, you know it's going to happen. That kite's going to death loop around and probably take you with it. So with this method, the kite just sits right there on the side. I walk up to it a little bit, hook in, yank, and shoots right up. Every time, works every time. So the first session I had was on the surfboard. This 12 meter is a great surf kite. It is now my largest kite. I can get going on my skimboard in about 10 miles per hour. And so for me, that's what I'm looking for. I know a lot of guys are into foiling these days. I'm still not into it. Really still into skimboarding and surfing. I like the surfy feel of a skimboard. I like how you can ride right up on the beach. You know, living at the ocean and riding a foil to me just seems kind of crazy because you have to ride out in the middle of the ocean. And with the skimboard, I can ride right next to the edge of the water and ride all those little fun waves. But here's a nice little wave I got. It's kind of hard to tell with the mouthpiece GoPro, but you can see me working the kite pretty aggressively to kind of keep it out in front of me. It was pretty light that day. But yeah, this kite turns really good for a 12 meter. It's super smooth and stable and predictable. Something else you'll see me do here in a second is if I need the kite to turn a lot faster to get somewhere, you know, on a small kite it's already going to be there. But on a bigger kite, a lot of times you got to do this. Boop, pull your float. What that does with this kite and a lot of other big kites is it makes that kite just do a little pivot loop turn a lot quicker than you can get with your bars. Just that extra little pull of the kite. And the good thing about this kite, even being a 12 meter, I can do that move on my skimboard and not get yanked off my rail. So it's super cool little maneuver. There's another one, yank, that you can do to kind of get that kite back in front of you. Or if you're riding super onshore winds, you know how there's a lot of times you've got to down loop or back loop the kite to kind of keep it out in front of you, or else it's going to stall. But all in all, super happy with this kite. I'm on it all the time. I got a 9 meter now too, but I probably don't start riding that until around 18 to 20 miles per hour. And this kite can get me from 10 miles per hour to 24 if I want to. It's pretty overpowered at that point, but if I don't feel like coming in and switching kites because I know my session's about to be over, then, you know, I'll just hold on to the 12 best I can. But this is a really good day at Dyksville Beach. Most days we don't have waves that are as big as you're seeing here, but they were closing out pretty good too, so it wasn't the most epic day, but a good day for filming. Nice blue skies, and wanted to get some good shots. There's another one in the end. Get that kite back around in front of me so I can get on this wave. This was a little backside stall. Not usually ride that way, but as you can see, it closed out the other way. Didn't want to get munched up in that mess. Had a couple people demo this kite. They seem to really enjoy it. I got the 9 meter now, getting guys on that. For lighter guys and guys that like the foil. Seems like a really decent kite for that. So anyway, if you have any questions about this kite, you can always ask me and I'll get back to you. You can leave a comment, or you can find me on the Switch forum under the handle of Kite Hawk. So see me high five my buddy there. It's always fun to do on the water. I don't know why I still do it, but it's just something. I don't know if all kite servers do it, but me and my buddies always high five each other when we get close. So in a second here, there's probably the last little slasher I'm going to get of these one-hit wonders. But see me, I gotta go skimboard a little bit. So the thing I like about the skimboard so much is that, you know, we get these super shallow sandbars at Dyksville Beach, especially at low tide, and it's dangerous on a twin tip if you bail. It's not, you're gonna rub your fins if you ride in if it's a beach break. And so with the skimboard, you know, it allows you to do a couple things. It allows you to come in super close, but you can also, if it's just kind of a smaller wave day, skimboard can take a little 1 foot to 3 foot high wave and really make a lot of fun and exciting. And also the little pop shove it tricks you can do, like you know, just like you would do if you were riding a wake skate, or if you were a skateboarder. Those skills translate super well. There's a little shove it for you, and that's fun, little transition shove it's and stuff like that. I really enjoy doing that, and I think I got a forward shove too coming up here in a second. My buddy got on this skimboard, and he's an ex-street skater, and immediately just started doing all these cool little tricks on it. And I have no idea why he still doesn't ride it, besides the fact that the thing came back and bit him in his ankle and opened up his leg a little bit. But, you know, extreme sports will do that to you. So anyway, there's another little shove it. I don't even know if that's called back shove it. I think I get a front shove it here. This is my other side. There you go. There's another little yank. See how I do that loop to keep the kite in front of me and keep my speed? It was pretty light that day, probably like 10 or 12 miles per hour at that point. There's my high five. Bam! I thought it was earlier, but always fun. Always gives me a good laugh and chuckle. But yeah, it's skimboarding to me is just so much fun, and I can ride in as light of wind and spoiling. So I know people say it feels just like riding powder and snowboard, which I love snowboarding. So I probably enjoyed it, but I gotta save something for the later years. This little session here on the skimboard, I went a little too deep, and I usually don't do this where I go this far up on the wet sand, but this is danger zone here, and I committed and I said whatever. It felt smooth enough, made it out. But here's the thing I like on this skimboard is these little close to the shore cutbacks and these little bitty waves, and it's pretty difficult because the skimboard's so skatey and loose, but you can just ride down the line and just go back and forth up on the sand, hit a little bump, wham, back again, and you go all the way up and down the coast this way if it's on shore. It's just endless fun as far as I'm concerned. And you can get hurt, and you hit that sand hard. I've got a couple hippers that took a while to heal, messed up my shoulder, but you know what? It's all about pushing your limits and having fun, trying to be safe at the same time. But when you get a nice little skimmer down the coast like I've got right here, and these little, you know, ankle to knee-high waves, it's just so fun. It's getting that rhythm back and forth. Can't say enough about it. But yeah, 12 meters great for surfing, and it's great for skimboarding, and I have a lot of fun riding the twin tip on it too. The thing jumps great. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope the narration wasn't too annoying, but I will try to post more when I get a chance. See you on the water.